Okay, hi everyone. I hope you are doing very well and that you are keeping safe at home. I hope you are not too bored at home, and I hope you are excited about today's class. Okay, so we are going to do A Plus Magazine Unit 8. Okay, so just give me a moment to share my screen with you and then we can start. Okay, guys, I hope you are ready. We are going to talk about autism. Okay, so it's a disorder. We will talk about that today. So the topic of this class is what do you know about autism spectrum disorder? Okay, it sounds like big words, but don't worry, we will we will get into it now. Okay, I want to say welcome to everyone, and I hope you are very happy today. Okay, guys, so you can open up your books on page 44. Then we can start. Now, before we can read, I want to know, what do you know about spectrum disorder? Okay, so you know what it is, think a bit about it, you know what autism spectrum disorder is and how people are if they have that. Okay, if they have the disorder, okay, you can think a bit about that. And then I want to know, are you good at talking with other people? Talk about it. Okay, so I think I'm going to tell you what if I'm good at talking with other people. So I don't really like talking with strangers, um, but I like talking to children, to students, because I love teaching. Okay, so I think I need to know you to talk to you. I would like to get to know people before I talk to them. Okay, so I don't think I'm very good at talking to strangers, but I think I'm okay at talking with people that I know. Okay, so I would like you to tell me, are you good at talking with other people? Do you like talking with other people? And then you can put it in the chat and then we can read it. Okay, you can tell me, are you good? Do you like talking with other people? Okay. And it's important to talk to other people because that's how we communicate. And we can try to improve our speaking skills. Okay, so if you are a bit scared to talk to strangers, then you can read how to improve on that. Okay, I think we can start reading now. Okay, I want you to please listen while I'm reading, and then I'm going to ask you to repeat after me later. Autism spectrum disorder, so ASD for short, is a difference in the way that a person's brain works. The cause of autism is not known, but it could be genetic. Doctors often first see signs of ASD in 2 or 3-year-old children. People with ASD may show many signs of autism or just a few. Okay, so that's the first part that we are going to talk about. I quickly want you to repeat after me, please. We're going to read sentence by sentence. Okay, so autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a difference in the way that a person's brain works. The cause of autism is not known, but it could be genetic. Doctors often first see signs of ASD in 2 or 3-year-old children. People with ASD may show many signs of autism or just a few. Okay, remember when I asked you to read out loudly, it's important that you do it, okay? You need to hear yourself read, okay? Okay, guys, so autism spectrum disorder, they say it is a difference in the way that a person's brain works. So if you have ASD, autism spectrum disorder, your brain works differently, okay? Then they say the cause, why it is happening, the cause of autism is not known. They don't know why it's happening, but it could be genetic. Okay, so I want you to look at the word genetic. We're going to talk about that now. Think a bit about it. Okay, doctors often first see signs of ASD in 2 or 3-year-old children. So that's when they pick it up. That's when they see, oh, they think that's the problem. Okay, so if you started doing things differently, then they can be, if you start to behave differently, then they can see, okay, they might see signs of autism. So they start to pick it up when the children are 2 or 3 years old. Then they say people with autism may show many signs of people with ASD may show many signs of autism or just a few. Okay, so they can show many signs or a few. Some signs of ASD are having trouble communicating and understanding social rules. People with ASD might have strange or might make strange movements or sounds or use toys differently. It may be difficult for them to make friends. However, people with ASD often have other strengths. They often remember things well or know a lot about a favorite subject. Okay, so let's read together. Remember, I'm asking you to please read out loud, okay? Wherever you are, if it's possible, please read out loud with me. Some signs of ASD are having trouble communicating and understanding social rules. People with ASD might make strange movements or sounds or use toys differently. It may be difficult for them to make friends. However, people with ASD often have other strengths. They often remember things well or know a lot about a favorite subject. Okay, very good, guys. Now I just want you to please listen and as we discuss this. Okay, so they say some signs of ASD are having trouble communicating and understanding social rules. So people with ASD usually are socially awkward. They don't know how or what to do in social interactions. So they have trouble communicating. They don't really know how to deal with a lot of people and how to talk with them. And then understanding social rules, they will do stuff that we think is wrong in a social environment. Okay. Then people with ASD might make strange movements or sounds or use toys differently. So they do this and they have like episodes where they cry a lot and then stamp their feet. Okay, there's lots of different ways um, they can do movements or sounds, and they also say they use toys differently. Okay, not like the normal, if I can say that, normal people. Okay, it may be difficult for them to make friends because they don't know really how to communicate, so it's difficult to make friends. However, people with ASD often have other strengths. Okay, we will talk about that now. They often remember things well or know a lot about a favorite subject. Okay, guys, so they have some interests. Okay, if they find something interesting, they will know a lot about that certain subject. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the vocabulary words. First, we see the word genetic. The cause of autism is not known, but it could be genetic. Okay, what is it if something is genetic? Do you know? It's a bit of a difficult one. If something is genetic, it's belonging or relating to genes. Okay, so if ASD is in your family, then the chance is bigger that you can have it because it's belonging or relating to genes. They think so. Okay. They say the cause of autism is not known, but it could be genetic, belonging or relating to genes. Then communicate. What is to communicate, guys? I know you know this one. What is to communicate? They say some signs of ASD are having trouble communicating and understanding social rules. Communicate is to share information with others. So to talk to them. Okay. In this case, we are talking about talking to other people. They are having difficulty talking to other people. They don't really know how. Okay, and then the last one is strength. Strength. Strength is a good characteristic. Okay, they say, however, people with ASD often have other strengths. They are good in other things. Okay, it is a good characteristic. So, for example, they know a lot about a certain subject. That is a good thing. That is a strength. Okay, now we're going to the word power. First word in the word power is brain. What is a brain? I want you to think first before I give you the answer. What is a brain? They say autism spectrum disorder is a difference in a way that a person's brain works. You know what is a brain? Ah, a brain is the organ inside the head, okay, that controls thought, memory, feelings, and activity. We think with our brain. We do everything with our brain. It's a very, very, very important organ inside of your head. Okay, so the sentence with the word brain. I like to exercise my brain by solving puzzles every day. Okay, can you please repeat after me? I like to exercise my brain by solving puzzles every day. Okay, very good. So it's important to exercise your brain, guys. Then you can get smarter and smarter. Okay, next word we have here is understanding. Okay, so understand. They say some signs of ASD are having trouble communicating and understanding social rules. So, to understand is to know the meaning of something that someone says. Okay? To understand something is to know the meaning of something that someone says. So, teachers will ask you, do you understand? Then we need to know, do you understand? Do you know the meaning of what we just said? Okay, let's read the sentence. Emily is good at teaching. Most of her students understand her math lessons. Hey, good job, everyone. Next word is the word movement. What is movement? Can you think of the meaning of the word movement? It's the process of moving. This is a movement. Okay, so they say, the cat always makes a movement with its tail before it jumps. Okay, and the last one is subject. What is a subject? I'm sure you guys know that. What is a subject? They often remember things well or know a lot about a favorite subject. A subject is an area of knowledge in school. For example, English, Chinese, math, science, okay, art. Now I want you to tell me, what is your favorite subject? What is your favorite subject? Hey, you can put it in the chat if you want to. You can type to me, what is your favorite subject? Okay, now the sentence, what's your favorite subject in school? I like my science class a lot. Okay, then that is that for now for the word power. Now we're going to the magic box. Okay. First, we're going to quickly talk about what can we do to be kind to others. Okay. Here, what can we do to be kind to others? It's the question on page 45. What can we do to be kind to others? Okay, so there's lots of things that we can do. And I have quotes here. So I would like to read it to you. How you make others feel says a lot about who you are. Leave them with a smile, a hug, and a kind thought. And then also, when you are kind to others, it not only changes you, it changes the world. Okay, so guys, we can smile to other people, to be kind. We can be friendly. You can listen to them while they are talking. You can give them a hug. You can make new friends. You can send a card or a letter if you see your friend isn't doing good today, he's sad. You can send him a card or a letter. You can compliment people. You can say, oh, you look so pretty today. And you can help people without being asked. If you see someone struggle, you can help them without being asked. Okay, so that's things that we can do to be kind to others. Okay, let's see. We are going to read this now. Okay, so I'm on page 45. You might feel uncomfortable or shy around someone with ASD. However, it's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. Make sure to invite classmates with ASD to join in games and activities. Be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. Try to communicate in a clear way. People with ASD might take things literally and might not understand jokes. Please stand up for them if they are bullied by others. Lastly, set a good example for others with your own behavior. Okay, so please guys, repeat after me. You might feel uncomfortable or shy around someone with ASD. However, it's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. Make sure to invite classmates with ASD to join in games and activities. Be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. Try to communicate in a clear way. People with ASD might take things literally and might not understand jokes. Please stand up for them if they are bullied by others. Lastly, set a good example for others with your own behavior. Okay, so you might feel uncomfortable or shy around someone with ASD. That means you don't really know how to treat them, okay? You don't really know because they're a bit strange, so you don't know how to act around them. Then they say, however, it's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. Okay, so always be friendly, polite, and kind. Make sure to invite classmates with ASD to join in games and activities. So invite them, say, please come and join us. Okay, be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. So if you talk to someone with autism spectrum disorder and they don't answer you right away, don't be angry, be patient with them because they don't know how to act in social interactions. Try to communicate in a clear way, okay? So try to speak so that they can understand you. People with ASD might take things literally and might not understand jokes. So try to not make jokes around them, okay? Please stand up for them if they are being bullied by others. Please help them if you see someone is treating them badly. Please help them. Please say, please don't do that. Okay. Lastly, set a good example for others with your own behavior. If you treat people with autism spectrum disorder in a polite and a kind way, people will see that and they will also try to do that. Okay, so with everything you do, you need to try to set a good example of your own behavior. Okay, sorry guys, I just quickly want to see something. Okay, I'm just quickly going to read that. Remember that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone does. They need friends just like everyone else does too. Okay, so please read that together. Remember that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone does. They need friends just like everyone else does too. So we need to try and treat them with respect and try to be their friends, okay? So let's read this quote. It's not enough to be aware of autism. We should accept, support, respect, and include autistic people. Okay, now let's quickly go to the vocabulary. First word is uncomfortable. How do you feel when you feel uncomfortable? How will you describe that to me? It's not feeling comfortable or pleasant. If you feel uncomfortable, you're not comfortable, okay? Or pleasant, not feeling comfortable or pleasant. And then literally is using the real or original meaning of a word or phrase. Okay, literally. That's why they say they don't really understand jokes because they take everything up literally. And then bully. Bully is someone who hurts or frightens someone else. If you see someone bullying someone else, you need to go speak to an adult about it. Please, guys, that's very important. We are not allowed to bully anyone. And then deserve. Deserve is to have earned or be given something because of the way you behave. Okay, so they say, remember that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone else. Okay. Now, word power. First word is polite. They say, however, it's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. What is it to be polite? To be polite is behaving in a way that is socially correct and shows understanding of and care for others people's feelings. Okay, so it's important to be polite in every situation, to care and understand other people's feelings. Polite people say please and thank you when they talk to others. Okay, next word is the word clear. What is clear? When they say you need to try to communicate in a clear way. It is easy to understand, hear, read, or use. Try to communicate in a clear, your voice needs to be clear and easy to understand, hear, read, or use. Hey, your answer to my question wasn't clear. Can you explain it another way? Okay, very good. And then next one, behavior. What is behavior? They say, lastly, set a good example for others with your own behavior. What is behavior? It is the way that someone behaves. If you behave in a good way or in a bad way. The teacher talked to Bobby's mom about his bad behavior in class. So he was very naughty. Okay, and then last one is respect. Respect is to feel or show admiration for someone. So remember that people with ASD deserve as much respect as anyone does. You should show respect for your teachers because they work very hard. Okay, and that is the word power. Now we're going to quickly look at the magic box stuff on page 46, guys. I'm just quickly going to go back here. Okay, there we go. A sign. A sign, if we look at the verb, we say, please sign your name here, then you can get the library card. Please write your name and your signature on the library card. That is to sign. Okay, if you sign something, you make your signature. And then with a noun, there's no sign of rain. The sky is blue and clear. That means you cannot see if it's going to rain today. There's no sign of rain, so it's not going to rain today. There's no clouds in the sky. Okay, that's the difference between the verb and the noun. Then a few, we can use it as a determiner. You may eat a few cookies after you finish dinner. So not a lot, only a few. 1 or 2 or 3 cookies. And then as a pronoun, I brought 10 books on vacation and I read a few. Okay, I didn't read all of them. I read a few. Okay, then if we use the words having trouble or difficulty or problems, it's not easy, okay? Chris has difficulty watching movies in other languages. That means he doesn't understand. It's difficult for him to watch movies in other languages. So if you're having trouble or difficulty or problems with something, it's not that easy for you to do. Okay, then we need to look at the syllables, words with the same amount of syllables. Okay, so let's all read the words first. Understand, movement, brain. Subject, difficult, strange. Okay, so can you please tell me how many syllables can you see in the word understand? Here, understand. So it's 3. So with what are we going to match the word understand? With the word that also has 3 syllables, okay? So subject, no, difficult. Ah, yes. Okay, so you can make a line from the word understand to difficult. Next word is the word movement. Movement. Okay, then we need to try and find the word with 2 syllables. Subject or strange. Ah, subject, yes. And then we see brain, strange. Oh, they only have 1. Okay, please do that quickly, guys. And then we're going to go on to the next thing, next magic box on page 47. Okay, so they say to make sure to verb, make sure to do something. That means you need to remember to do it, okay? It's important that you remember. Make sure to dress warmly today. It's cold outside. So it's important to dress warmly, to take a jacket or a coat, okay? So if you need to make sure of something, you need to remember to do that. Then stand up for something or someone. If you stand up for something or someone, maybe they have been treated badly, then you say to the person who treated them badly, no, stop that, it's not good. Please treat them with respect. Okay, to stand up for someone is to say no to the person who treated them badly. Gretchen stood up for her little brother. She told the mean kids to go away. So if you see someone who's being angry or terrible with someone else, nasty, then you can say, no, stop that, go away, stop, okay? Then to set an example for somebody, Julia sets a good example for other students by always doing her homework. If you set an example, you do a good thing. Just like we said in the reading piece, you need to be friendly and treat other people with respect. Then people will see you are doing it and they would want to do that as well. Okay, so to be an example for other people is to behave in a good way so that other people can see that and do the same thing. Okay, then a plus verb plus as, many, or much. Okay, Linda read as many books as Nancy did last year. Linda read as many books as Nancy did last year. Paul has as much work to do today as he did yesterday. Remember, many is countable, much isn't countable. Okay, and then we can quickly answer the questions. I'm just going to do this. There we go. Okay, guys, so we need to see, what do you know about autism spectrum disorder? Okay, we know now a lot of things about autism spectrum disorder. Let's see. What causes ASD? Now you can go back to page 44 to see that. The cause of autism is not known, but it could be genetic. Okay, so it is a difference in what? Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a difference in the way that a person's brain works. Okay, so we need to say it is a difference in the way that a person's brain works. Okay, guys, I'm just going to do that again and just put it there at the top because you cannot see. Okay, I'm just going to put it there. You can put it here. You can write it here. Okay, so it is a difference in a way that a person's brain works. Then, what are the signs of ASD? Doctors often see signs of ASD in 2 or 3-year-old children. Some signs are and understanding social rules. So what did they say? Some signs are having trouble communicating and understanding social rules. So we need to say having trouble communicating. I'm going to write it here so that you can see. Some signs are having trouble communicating. Okay, you can put it there on the line. Having trouble communicating. Then they also say they might make strange movements or sounds or use toys differently. That's 2 signs. Then what are strengths of people with ASD? What are strengths? Good characteristics, remember? They often remember things well or know a lot about a favorite subject. They know a lot about a favorite subject. Okay, then how to get along with people with ASD? It's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. Make sure to invite classmates to join in games and activities. Make sure to invite them to join games and activities. Make sure to invite them to join in games and activities. Be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. Try to what? They say be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. Try to communicate in a clear way. So we can say try to communicate in a clear way. Try to communicate in a clear way. And then one other thing that we can do, how to get along with people with ASD, if they are bullied by others. What can you do if they are bullied by others? You can stand up for them. Remember I said when you hear someone being bullied, you can say, no, stop that, go away. And also you can go and talk to an adult about it, your teacher maybe. You can tell your teacher. Okay, I'm just going to give you a second to finish writing. I'm going to read this to you while you are writing. Okay, so what causes ASD? It is a difference in a way that a person's brain works. The cause of autism is not known, but it could be genetic. What are the signs of ASD? Doctors often first see signs of ASD in 2 or 3-year-old children. Some signs are having trouble communicating and understanding social rules. They might make strange movements or sounds or use toys differently. What are the signs or the strengths of the people with ASD? They often remember things well or know a lot about a favorite subject. How to get along with people with ASD? It's important to be friendly, polite, and kind. Make sure to invite them to join in games and activities. Be patient and don't get angry if they don't answer you right away. And try to communicate in a clear way. Stand up for them if they are bullied by others. Okay, and then we are done. Let me just quickly erase this. Okay, well done everyone. I'm very proud of you and I cannot wait to see you again at school. I hope you are keeping safe. Goodbye.